Welcome back to Python interview tutorial. Here I will discuss important question which may ask you in interview process. The question is how to find the second largest number from a given list. We can solve this problem with the different approaches. Here I will discuss 3 different ways to solve this problem. Before I am going to start, if you first time visit the channel, do subscribe and press the notification bell icon to get the updates on interview question and their solution. So let us start the discussion. In the first approach, a certain set of elements are given in a list. Either you can read an input from a user or you can directly write a list. Here I write a list 1 which consists of certain element 12, 54, 8, 45, 9, 56, 123, 67, 95. I have to find out second largest element from this list. By scanning the list, I understand that 95 is the second largest element in the list. By using sort method, we can achieve the solution of this problem. So here I write a function second largest, first approach, having input is list 1. First of all, I am going to sort that list 1 using the sort method. So just I am going to sort the given set of element using sort method. Then I will print the list whether that element is really sorted or not. After that, we know that in a Python, indices are printed from 0 to n, and if I want to print the indices from reverse order, we can use the negative index. So here I write print list 1 of -2 because I want to print the second largest element from the list, and just I call a function second largest element and input is a list 1. So here is a complete code for the solution number 1, and here I execute the code. We can check that the element is get sorted and get printed in the first print statement, and after that the second largest element is get printed through this approach. So hope you understand this first approach using sort method. Now we will go for a second approach, that is nothing but remove the largest element and print the max element. So from this set of element we will remove the largest element and print the second largest element. This is also very easy way to print the second largest element. So here I write again a list 1 which consists of the same set of elements, and I write a function which will print the second largest element from this list. So first of all, we will just remove the largest element from this list 1. So list 1 dot remove is the method under that list, and we can remove the max element. So using this way, we can remove the max element from the given list. So once we remove the max element, then from this list, second largest element is the max element. So we can just print max and list 1. So once we call the method, we will get the same output. Second largest element function will call, and the input is list 1. If I execute this code, I will get the same outcome. Here I am not print the sorted list. Here I directly first find out the max element from the list, that element is get removed, and then we'll print the max element. So this is very simplest method to print the second max element from the list. Approach is not suitable for an interview process. So we can go for the first or third approach. Now we will talk about the third approach, which is very important. This is the manual method, or what we can say brute force method. Using that, we can find it out the second largest element from the list. So this is the most preferable approach if interviewer asks the question to find the second largest element from the list. How to approach this problem? We will have to maintain a maximum and the second largest element from the set of list. So here what I'll do, I'll pick the first 2 element, and that element is the largest element, or we can say second largest element. I'll show you through the coding. Maximum is nothing but max of, I just write list 1 of 0th index element, comma list 1 of first index element. So we can compare the first 2 elements, and which one is max, that has been stored into maximum. So by comparing the first 2 elements, 54 is maximum, that has been stored into the maximum. Then we are going to print the, we are going to store the second largest, and that is also been picked from the list 1 of 0 and list 1 of 1. So here in my case 54 is the maximum, and 54 is the second largest by comparing only first two elements. Okay, then I find it out the length of this given list element. So L1 is equal to length of my list 1. Once I get the length of list 1, now we will iterate. Now here we will iterate a complete list. So for I in a range that start from second index till the length of list. Already 0th and 1th index is compared. Now we start from the second index element. If list 1 of I is greater than the maximum, then what we need to do? We need to make that element as a second large element, maximum, and maximum it should be set as the list 1 of ith index element, that is the current element. If this condition is not true, then we have to compare for a second largest as well. List 1 of I is greater than the second largest element. If this condition is true, then we have to make as a second largest element is equal to the element which is in the current index, list 1 of I. And finally, we are going to print the second largest element from the list. After that, we will call the function second largest third approach, and input is list 1, and we will check for the output. So if we execute the code, we will get the 95 as the second largest element from the list. So hope you understand this approach. Still, if you have any doubt, you can write it in the comment section, or if you know any other approach to find the second largest element from the list, you can write it in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video.